So Gemini, looks like in May, if I recall correctly, your reading in April was about either some kind of soulmate union coming in, or generally a huge change in direction in your life, where you were going to have to kind of decide between one path over another. So for the month of May, it looks like there could be some changes to your belief systems, because your central energy is the 10 of Wands with the foundational energy of the Tower. It could be that there is kind of a shakeup in terms of, how you're carrying yourself in the world, or a need to change how you are carrying yourself in the world, and just kind of what you're putting your energy towards, right? So in the past, we have the Universe card here. I'm just going to read what this card means specifically. So in the recent past, we have a message that says, everything has come full circle as you now enter a period of resolution and enlightenment. This indicates the end result of all your efforts and hard work, so it is time to acknowledge and celebrate all of your accomplishments. It is a synthesis of success, fulfillment, and triumph in your undertakings. As a result, emotional and spiritual growth lead to higher states of consciousness and a better understanding of your place in the universe. You have worked through the trials and tribulations of life and have learned to grow from the experience. You understand your karmic path and how you are a powerful co-creator of your own reality. In many ways, this also indicates that you now understand the meaning of life, that love is the seed and the spark of source divine energy and what makes you who you truly are. A new stage of your journey begins. So perhaps, if you have entered a new relationship with someone, or you did undergo some huge life-changing event in the month of April, now during your time in April was kind of a time for you to be reflecting on that and reflecting on your place in the world and what you want to get out of your life. And you've been transitioning into the Empress, which is, she's the embodiment of true creation, Mother Nature, Earth. She's also symbolic of unconditional love. But she's the master of creating her own reality. She's also the mother of the tarot. So whatever you are trying to create and bring into your life, it's showing that this is happening for you in the month of May. It could be happening kind of towards the middle of the month, as the Empress, I think, will be embodying. I think she'll be especially present during the middle of the month, but maybe also more towards the beginning and the end. Just going to pull some clarifiers here. So what does Gemini need to know about the 10 of Wands this month? 10 of Wands. We have the 9 of Wands. What does Gemini need to know about the Tower? Foundational energy. We got the 4 of Swords. So yeah, I think there's definitely going to be some changes in how you structure your life. Because the 4 of Swords is the number 4, which speaks to foundations, and the Tower is kind of breaking up those foundations. it's required for you to be able to move forward on your path. Because we have the 10 of Wands clarified by the 9 of Wands. Perhaps you're feeling overburdened this month, whether it's regard to your career or your love life. There's something that has been causing you to feel just really exhausted and kind of overburdened, like you have too much on your plate. But know that if there is some kind of, transition or big life change that you've gone through and it's kind of left you feeling in shock or, know that it's necessary in order for you to kind of rebuild your foundations in a way that really works for you and is in alignment with you, not with your previous foundation. So just going to clarify the Empress in the present for Gemini. The Empress. The 7 of Wands. So, the 7 of Wands can be kind of a defensive energy. So, if you are feeling like the Empress this month, like you feel like you really want to shine brightly and really step into your feminine power, if you are a male or female, this could speak to you still. You just kind of really want to step forward into the light and receive love, receive abundance. Don't let any kind of like negative, self-defeating kind of ideas kind of diminish that energy that you have going for you. And then we have the Page of Swords in the future. So just Gemini need to know about the Page of Swords in the future. The 9 of Cups. So the Page of Swords can be about a message. Could also be about a younger air sign that you've been thinking about. But perhaps like towards the end of May, you've come to a conclusion on, what's going to bring you fulfillment. The 9 of Cups here. So the 9 of Cups is also a wish card. So perhaps if you have been, if you've left a job or you've left a relationship recently, or you have started a new job or started a new relationship recently, I think this can go either way, because either way, those are big life changes. I think towards the end of May is going to be a really good time for you to communicate your feelings and communicate your desires to the other party, whether it's your boss or whether this is in relation to a love relationship. And because the Page of Swords is about communication. And the 9 of Cups is about your true desires, what you really truly want deep down. Maybe towards the beginning of May, you've been kind of doing more of the introspective work, listening to yourself, listening to perhaps some of the messages that you've been receiving from the universe about what it is you truly want and what's in alignment with you and your soul path. And towards the beginning of the month, you're really setting the stage for creating it. And towards the end of the month, you're starting to communicate that out into the world. So, I'm just going to pull a shamanic healing oracle card for Gemini. For May 2018. Gemini, May 2018. Divine timing. So, given that we have the 9 of Cups in the future, We also have the Empress in the present, and the Universe in the past, and the foundational energy of the Tower with the Four of Swords. So if you have recently undergone a major life transition, I think it's really important that you rest and be kind to your body and show yourself some self-love. Don't try to push too hard to make things happen this month, because whatever it is you are really hoping for, it will come to you when the time is just right. So, number 30, divine timing. I think this could also be in reference to, a profound relationship or a soulmate relationship. So if you did start a new relationship or meet someone in April, and it hasn't really been progressing in the way that you would want it to in May, know that that is for a reason. How often do you feel that you want things in your life to change now? Not 2 years from now, not even 2 months, but right this instant. Seldom do we see the whole picture of why our lives are unfolding the way they are. We don't need to. What we need to do is to surrender to the way things are right now. This doesn't mean to not take action when a situation is untenable. What it means is to let yourself and your life unfold before you so that you have access to all the information, all the lessons, all the people you will need to go where you are headed. Divine timing is at work in this situation. Try not to fight it. Instead, go within during meditation and ask the questions you want answers to, such as, why not now? How can I best prepare myself? What lessons do I need to learn prior to the change I want to see? Only then will you get answers. So, yeah, I think, if you have been kind of going through a challenging period, some things have really shifted for you, some big life changes, a new relationship or a relationship ending, anything of that nature, and you want to, move on to the next thing right away, just be patient and know that whatever it is you're going through has a purpose. And there are some lessons that you need to learn before you can really get to that next step. So, just going to pull a Rumi Oracle card for Gemini. May 2018. What do you have for Gemini? May 2018. Blessing of Al-Kahim. A blessing of divine wisdom of Al-Kahim is being ministered to your soul, watched over by Rumi himself. This is soul medicine. It is a spiritual gift of healing, insight into the capacity to surrender any impatient claim for what you cannot have yet. As you receive this gift, this blessing, which happens at a soul level, your attitude to life becomes more curious, open, still, and receptive. You no longer have to drive the unfoldment of your desires into form. You rest in assurance that your daily application and effort is enough, and so is your surrender. Mental anguish is soothed as you're able to accept the unfathomable nature of divinity in its expression of life itself. You become more comfortable with the reality that the price of being closer to the divine is giving up your need to always understand. From this place of increasing stillness, great activity will flow. You may feel, unexpectedly perhaps, that in some ways your vision for your life and your purpose, your divine passion, is clearer than ever before, and in other ways completely unknown to you. That is how it should be. This oracle comes with special guidance. If you are uncertain about an issue in your life, be at peace. There is divine healing that can occur most readily in the unknowing. Follow the sacred honoring ritual and know that you are looked after and loved. You may find yourself craving different company or having different interests. If this is the case, this oracle comes as confirmation to trust the changes you feel within in any and all ways, no matter how insignificant or dramatic they may seem. This oracle also comes to you with special guidance to bring you peace. Look at the old ways, to the ancient wisdom teachings that run as one vein of life, giving love through all traditions. The old wisdoms teach of cycles, of timing, of letting go to allow a new life to happen, for the greater intelligence and the scheme of life to which we must surrender if we are ever to know even a moment's peace. So, I think this card goes into a little bit more detail, but is all about still divine timing. If you are trying to bring something to fruition, and you're feeling really overburdened by this process, know that it doesn't have to be that way. And if you are able to stop and just allow yourself to surrender to the process and to the flow and learn from all of the experiences, I think, if there has been a major upheaval in your life that you are still recovering from, and you are feeling a little bit tired this month because your foundations have been shaken to their core, know that that's okay. It's okay to rest. You're not lazy. I think sometimes we often, we're in a society that is constantly on the go, and, everyone's on the go. Everyone's got to be doing something all the time. And if you're not constantly doing something, you must be lazy. So I think for you this month, if there has been a major upheaval in your life lately, take the time to really rest. Take the time to find some inner peace, to meditate, to really get back in touch with yourself, get back in touch with your desires, and be patient with the process, because divine timing is at work in this situation, and know that whatever is meant to come on your path will come to you at exactly the right time.